Hello guys, hope you're all doing fine today. Hi, I'm Sahid and I welcome you to visit Pathfinders. If you're new here, we're glad to have you as we largely discuss how you can migrate to the world's main economies such as the UK, Canada, Australia, the United States, New Zealand, among others. And this is for the purposes of work and study. So if that interests you, please like and share our videos, hit the subscribe button, and you would be glad you did. And to all our returning subscribers, we say welcome back and thank you very much for being there always. So today we shall be discussing the Australian Victoria State Skilled Work Migration Program. Australia is the largest country by area in Oceania and the world's sixth largest country. Australia has got a population of around 27 million, with Canberra being the nation's capital, while its most populous city and the financial center being in Sydney. The next four largest cities are Melbourne, Brisbane, Perth, and Adelaide. Victoria is a state in southeastern Australia. It is the second smallest state by land area. It is the second most populated state after New South Wales, with a population of over 6.7 million. Melbourne is the capital of the Australian state of Victoria and the second most populous city in Australia, and that is only after Sydney. So in terms of the permanent migration program, generally this program looks to further help address the challenges of an aging population in Australia. The migration attempts to reduce the average age of the population and slows the rate of the population aging. And this is because migrants are on the average younger than the existing Australian population. So what are the various migration programs that we've got? The various migration programs generally include the 189, the 190, and the 491. These are visa categories, and the subcategory 189 is called the Federal Skilled Independent Visa. And this visa lets invited workers with skills needed to live and work permanently anywhere in Australia. You're also able to enroll in Australia's public healthcare system, Medicare, among others. So the subclass 190 is called the State Skilled Nominated Visa, and this visa lets invited workers with skills needed to live and work permanently anywhere in Australia. You would also be able to enroll into the Australia's public healthcare scheme, Medicare. You will usually have to commit to the state that nominates you for some 2 years, and that is from when you make your permanent move to Australia. In terms of the visa subclass 491, it's called the Skilled Work Regional Provisional Visa. This is a provisional 5-year visa that is for skilled workers who want to work and live in a regional area of Australia. You can apply for permanent residency actually after some 3 years from the time your visa is granted. So let's go on the screen to see all the details regarding this Victoria nomination program. Thank you and see you there. So this is the screen for the state of Victoria, and in terms of the updates that we got right now, so you can see the latest information we got in September 2023, and that says a Victoria Skilled Migration Program now open. So it says that the 2023-2024 program is now open to applicants living in Victoria and overseas. This provides skilled migrants with a pathway to permanent residency in Victoria. So just note that the ROI is not an application for the Victorian visa nomination. So when assessing your ROI, the state considers the information you have provided in your Skills Select EOI. So it is important for you to have your EOI to be as accurate and as up-to-date as you can. So when it comes to the selection round, for those who have already submitted an ROI in 2022-2023 program, you must submit a new ROI for 2023-2024. So, however, if you submitted a subclass 190 ROI for 2022-23 program, you do not need to submit a new ROI for 2023-2024. So you should ensure that all your information in your ROI, they're all still correct and they're up to date. So the selection runs that happen, so we have the ROIs been, they would have the ROIs selected from September 2023, and this program will close early 2024. And that is at a date to be confirmed much later by the state of Victoria. So what are the ROI selections? So the ROI selection, when selecting the ROI, put into consideration the following factors according to information that has been provided by an individual in the EOI and the ROI. So this includes factors such as age, your English language level, your years of work experience in the occupation that you have chosen, your education and occupation skill level, your partner skills, if that is applicable to you, for those that already got a partner, and your salary if you're onshore candidate only anyway. There are actually certain occupations that are prioritized, and that includes those in the health sector, the social services, the information communication technology, early childhood, including primary, secondary, and special education teachers, advanced manufacturing, infrastructure, renewable energy, hospitality, and tourism. And so for the hospitality and tourism, it is actually focused on the 491 visa. So you can read through all the details right here for in terms of your ROI when you have a multiple ROI and all of that. So you can actually, for you to submit an ROI, which is a registration of interest, you must create an account by doing this. So you would have to go on here to create an account, and that is what you should be looking to do by when you hit the create account. You would have to actually sign up by using a username and a password. So the skill select is what you use in having your expression of interest, and for that as well, you would have to do start an EOI for you to be able to sign up or register the EOI, which is your expression of interest, and you can subsequently be able to log in there and then. So in terms of how it works in terms of the flow. So it works from you having your skills assessed, then you complete an EOI, you submit the EOI, you receive an invitation to apply. That's for a skilled visa. You apply on email account and you upload all your document. Then this is kind of what it looks like, in terms of an organogram, in terms of the point calculator. So you can just use this. So you choose whatever applies, just choose maybe skilled worker, skilled nominated visa 190, or you do the skilled work regional or provisional visa, which is the 491. And you keep going, put the age, your English proficiency, put all the skilled employment experience and all of that. So you put your education qualification and so on. If you've got a partner, put the information for your partner, and you would be having this points total right here. So you would have your point total right here. So that is just a typical example of what I just did, just as a sample. And you would be able to reset your calculator if you want to just recalculate yours, as the case. You would be doing yourself a lot of good by looking at the subclass visa 190, which is a permanent visa for skilled migrants who, and in this case, you must receive a nomination from Victoria before you can apply for this visa. For those who are onshore, you would be looking at this, living onshore and working in Victoria. However, if you're living outside of Australia, then you would have to, you would have to go on the spot that says living offshore, and that is the part where you would be looking at all the details that concern all your application. So in terms of people who are living outside of Australia. So, and you also have to look at the further eligibility requirements, so you can have all the details of what you need to do and how it works, the ROI, age, English language, the points, how it's calculated, and all of the terms and conditions. So in terms of the English proficiency, so you would have to determine, which English exam you want to write. You got the PTE. You see all the requirements in terms of what you should be scoring for you to be categorized as being competent or proficient or superior. So they all vary depending on, so for instance, for you to be classified as competent, so it would be an IELTS based on each component of the IELTS being rated at 6.0 for you to be classified as being competent English. So, and also for others, for the PTE, it is at least 50 for each of the four components as well. And for the OET, for instance, it is B on each of the four components. Why, if you have written the Cambridge C1 advanced test, then it would be 169 at least in each of the four components. So these are things that you need to look at. And if you're writing the TOEFL, then it would be at least 12 for listening, 13 for reading, 21 for writing, and 18 for speaking. So these are options for you to prove your English language proficiency. And you can check out all the details for the proficient and the superior English as well. In terms of living in the regional Victoria, you should actually be looking at a minimum of at least 65 points, and that is including 15 points for the state or territorial nominations. So those are the details regarding the skilled migration program for the state of Victoria. And that brings us to the end of this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and you can also put your comments in the comment section. So feel free to send us email if you're having any individualized services. Thank you very much. Please like and share our videos, and also hit the subscribe button so you can have all the videos that we're sharing from time to time come straight to you. So thank you very much, and catch you some other time. Thank you, and bye-bye.